Welcome to another edition of Caps and Cards 716. I'm your host, Spidey J18, and I'm joined today by
TJ North Shore Fitted. We're going to talk about the Lids Negro League drop that was in store. We're going to talk about the lockout and baseball ending, and we're going to do a little bit of predicting of we're going to go vaguely what we think if we're in favor, if we're going to go out in favor of the rule changes, and we're going to go vaguely on where we think some guys are going to end up in a free agency because we're going to do a part two.
All right. I like that.
Chose to start off by showing some of the hits we got out of our opening tops cards break, like the week we got them.
Yeah, I'm just pulling a couple things out still. We just
go off those Negro League hats. I'm switching to my Red Sox Moose on field from 2015.
And I'm going to go to the Color Match Hat Club Blue Jays.
And I'm going to show off these Negro League hats, like there's the Kansas City Monarchs with the piping, red bottom. These aren't new era either. They're Crowns and Kicks, which is some new Lids brand. The Miami Giants.
Actually,
I think this.
Did you rip the stickers off those already?
Yeah, I took them off.
They're like, it's like baller and something else.
So rings and crowns. This is on the inside of the buckram.
Yeah,
I think this is gonna really. I think this is really cool going with the Marlin City Connect. I'm gonna have to try to grab the blank replica off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And wrap up the Black Yankees from that drop. I'm still looking for the Stars pinstripe and the Kansas City Monarchs red two-tone. Anybody can point me in that right direction. And the lockout ended, so the players finally came to an agreement with the owners. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty interesting. Some of the things they're implementing, like they're going to have larger bases. Are you in favor or against that? Just like yes or no?
I would have to say yes for player safety.
Banning.
It might speed up the game a little bit, but I didn't really want pitch clocks, so they might alternatively speed up the game by stealing more bases or just projecting a hit and run.
Didn't they agree to the pitch clock thing too? So I don't think we'll ever see David Price pitch ever in a game again. He didn't make the Dodgers playoff roster. He was just like the long relief guy because Boston's paying half his contract. He might be sitting in the minors the rest of his career.
They have pitch clock too.
Well, he'd probably be done then, I think. I think he's going to probably retire. He's one of the slowest working pitchers, if you don't know.
Oh, yeah. He's like the human pitching rain delay.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. I've been to quite a few of his starts in Boston, unfortunately.
It's even worse on like a 95-degree day and he's pitching.
Yeah.
So, and I will fire back with, should 22 be Wander Franco's true rookie card?
Should be Topps update, right? Last year.
It should have been Topps update, but with them having no rookies really in this set, other than Jarren Duran and maybe Newt Barr of the Cardinals.
Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marsh from the Angels is probably the only other, because Bruhan is not considered a rookie here.
Yeah, White Sox, and he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, Vaughn's not a rookie here. That's why it's weird. Like, they were all in that update set as rookies, and now Series 1 comes out, and it's like, hey, Wander Franco played 2/3 of a season, and he's going to have a rookie card.
I don't know. I think Koleknik's a rookie card in this set too. If I'm not. No. Wow. You kind of Barry Bonds him, huh?
Koleknik was also an update. So yeah, just a fun little trivia.
They really Barry Bonds him. So everybody who's investing in this set's just trying to pull his card, and he's going to climb the Matterhorn with prices. Then when he starts to suck.
So if everyone is wondering why I held up 5 Wander Francos like this was 5 boxes, hobby boxes of that's 24 packs per box to get 5 of these. And if they printed 1 million of these and there was only 1 per box, that means you literally have to rip like a case of these to get 1. So just a fun little fact there. Other people have done the math. I watch a lot of Scotty B cards because he likes to do a lot of the math. And if there's over 1 million prints of every single card, that means there's going to be like 50 variation sets. And if Topps does 75 different sets this year, there will be like 300 different variations of the Wander Franco rookie card by the end of the season. And it's going to be friggin' insane. Like, imagine pulling the first Wander Franco, selling it for like $25, and now somebody else in the next set, oh, I got the first one, here's another 300. It's going to be crazy all year. Now that we have a deal in place, Series 2 is going to be lit.
Yeah, it should be pretty interesting.
So next rule change, TJ.
Universal DH was the other one. I like it.
I think it extends a couple players' careers. Being Pujols, Poppy would have never succeeded if he wasn't in a universal or a system like that. We know there's a couple other players that, as Trout ages, it will help him. And I know he's only 27, 28, but if he's in his mid 30s and he gets to that point where he just can't play center field and right anymore, I think it'll really help him stay active in the lineup.
He's a pretty tall dude. He could probably play first too, Trout.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you got to look at it.
Doesn't really matter. Like, if you want to keep playing, you can play. Pete Rose proved that because he played basically everywhere except catcher.
Yeah.
At one point.
Because of the knees, just taking a beating. I only did like 1 summer of games, and I mean, like I was catcher a third of the time, and I was like, I'm done with this.
That was my role when I played baseball, catcher.
But universal DH is cool, but like it does take out some of the strategies of like the double switch, like the baseball heads and people that grew up with, like I just said, the double switch. When you replace a player and put someone in the field, and then like the 3 batter rule, and then you could switch your lineup so the pitcher isn't batting 9th, I feel like that adds a lot more depth to the situation of the game, and it makes things a lot harder for your opponent to predict. So I mean, I'm in favor of it. It's weird. It's going to be an adjustment.
The American League's had it since the 70s, so it's kind of fair to the National League to have them have that advantage. National League's teams don't go out of way to stash players like that, so it's even the playing field a little bit more.
Yeah, but I think that the National League has kind of had an advantage in pitching and so many attributes for so long. It's kind of like they're just better.
Okay. So.
Oh, Bruhan is considered a rookie in this set. I wasn't sure if he was.
Yeah, no, but it's going to be pretty cool. We're excited to go see some baseball. I'm excited to try to get to some other stadiums other than Fenway this year.
Yeah, I'm glad that we're playing and that we're not going to miss too much of the season if we're going to get the full 162 or if we're going to get these
So what I heard, they're talking about the canceled games at deadline. So we're not going to open up against the Rays at home. We're going to open up against the Minnesota Twins, but we start our season in the Bronx, in New York, against the Yankees.
I mean, that's like a better draw. Like they kind of almost do that for like it worked out, but shouldn't they replay those games as double headers later on?
I think they're just trying to go with a slightly shortened season because they're letting that expanded playoff format go for the first time this year too.
Yeah.
Which is going to be cool. It's going to be 12 teams now, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be better than a one-game playoff, which I think is fucking useless.
It means more baseball overall anyway for us to watch in the playoffs.
Like no team should have to play 162 to play 163rd game to lose and then just go home.
Yeah, it should be interesting.
That is the most useless system that has ever been in baseball. And the commissioner can still go fuck off because we still lost 2 weeks of games due to this lockout.
Me and you would have went out to spring training this year.
Or something, anything. Just get me out.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what happens with that too.
You know, I keep seeing at minor league parks that they're doing like peanut-free seasons and stuff. And I'm like, why do I have to like, and not to be that type, but like I can't enjoy some peanuts because your kid's got an allergy? Like, come on. It's a ballpark. Like, are you gonna take me out to the ball game?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm in support of that. It gets more kids to come to the arena.
Yeah.
It's not that big deal to me.
Yeah, it's not, but it's just like you're screwing with the game, you know. America's pastime, you know. They weren't allergic till this year. It's like a new thing. It's a new fad. Maybe not, but.
And then we'll talk about tomorrow. We'll talk about the free agents with a special guest be named later.
Yeah, so we are planning to do our little I think we have like 15 or 20 free agents where we think they'll go and how our teams will rank out in the standings. And you know, we're going to take one AL and one NL team so that we kind of have some leeway between us. And I don't know which way our guest is going to swing, so that'll be interesting. And
you know, peace.
Yeah. So peace,
love.
and care.